My name is Robert Novacek, and I'm a firefighter paramedic here in Los Angeles. I'm assigned to California Task Force 2, and we are a USAR team that are deployed anywhere in the world within 6 hours.
Now we have an incredible story to show you that happens to involve some American first responders arriving from LA County.
When you hear that high tone, that's when we get real excited and we get ready to go to work.
As a firefighter in Los Angeles, we have to be ready for anything, from wildfires in the mountains to wild nights on the streets of Hollywood. When we're off duty, my brothers and I take on projects that give back to the community any way that we can, and especially by helping out families of firemen through the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation.
All across the United States, there's over 50,000 fire stations. The majority of them are call firefighters or they're volunteers. And we came up with an idea. How can we raise money for firefighters all across the United States? Brew a good, tasting, delicious beer.
Hey Rob, can you come here for a second?
Sure, what's going on?
So I just got off the phone with a pretty cool company called Kaboom.
Boom?
Yeah, I know, I know.
What's Kaboom?
Funny name. We'd have to help them build the park, and then part of the proceeds would go to the National Fallen Firefighters Association. So it'd be a charitable aim.
Sounds great.
Girls are going to come in and pitch us next week. So if we can get everybody together in time, I think it's a thing we should absolutely look at.
Hey.
Hi,
Everybody.
everyone.
So they actually have a little bit of a challenge for us. They work with different charity groups and they came up with some ideas that maybe we can help out with the Boys and Girls Club. Here in the San Fernando Valley, it's just right now, it's a big vacant dirt lot. So what we're thinking is the idea is we get everybody together, we get some volunteers, and we go there, and in one day, we just built this big, beautiful park for them.
You could say we're sort of like matchmakers. We work with different charitable organizations and we pair them up with...
That kind of matchmaker, Alex.
My name's Alex Abdallah. I'm a firefighter paramedic. And when I'm at the fire station, I go on medical calls, I go on fire calls, and also when I'm not at the fire station, I teach new firefighters at the Paramedic Training Center, and I get them prepped and ready for when they go out into the field. Being a firefighter definitely has its perks on and off duty.
An ex-girlfriend of mine, Janice Dickinson, the self-proclaimed world's first supermodel. I was with her for almost 2 years. Funny, I just saw her the other day for the first time in about 6 months. We were driving to a call on Sunset Boulevard. We were going lights and sirens down the street, and she's waving violently at the fire truck. And she looks at me, I look at her, and I just kind of just turn my head straight to the side, or to straight ahead, and I just keep going. Didn't even acknowledge her, and I knew that hurt. I knew that she doesn't like that.
You guys are firemen, and I know we can do this, but there is some stipulations to it.
The city has to decide whether to sell this land to developers or to give it to us for the park.
We got a way we can do that with our fire department organization. We'll line everybody out, we'll make it happen.
My name's Greg Hitchcock. I'm a captain with the fire department. I'm the Hazardous Materials Program Coordinator at our Hazmat City. This is the most state-of-the-art training facility in the country when it comes to training firefighters in hazardous materials incidents, urban search and rescue, and also just basic firefighting techniques. And a lot of the companies that built Hollywood special effects actually built the props that we have here and use for that training. When a hazmat incident comes down, no matter where it is in the county, we're the first responders. Here at Hazmat City, we train for all these different types of incidents.
And some of the stories of these kids are really tragic. So for them, it's a way out, a reason to hope, and really their best chance at life.
In this job, we see a lot of difficult stuff that we have to deal with. The fact that we can do something for kids is absolutely phenomenal.
Now that I've got a one-year-old daughter, kids are always the hardest to deal with. A few years back, I was down in Carson, and a minivan rolled over, and a 12-year-old girl was the only survivor. The grandparents in the front seat, and her mom. I just find that I have to pull together, the strength to always, give back and make sure that we take care of people.
People don't call 911 because they're having a party, they want you to come over. They're calling 911 because it's their worst day ever.
So Mo, now here's a guy that can speak 3 or 4 different languages fluently.
That's the key. We're not smart per se, but we're resourceful. So we're able to dance away from the beast.
And he's also a great cook in the
A
kitchen.
little bit of French, a little bit of Spanish, European, Creole.
Man, dude, you're making this way too hot. I'm not into spice. Nicaraguan, please.
Well, it's 50,000, but remember, we're trying to raise 10,000 for the National Fallen
Right.
Firefighters Foundation, so it's really going to be more like 60,000.
$60,000 in a month.
I was thinking, I think you can say 10.
For a park? $60,000? That's a lot of money. And people are laying people off right now. I got involved with Fireman Brew. Rob came to me with a proposal, and he had a good plan and had a project. He's like my brother, and so I jumped in feet first.
I know y'all got that. I know y'all got that on camera. Roll back tape.
They're doing large sales, small sales, and Fireman Brew. We're gonna blow up the root beer. It's going to the top.
So you guys are in, huh? All right, you're brave.
More importantly, what teams are you guys going to be on?
Oh.
I knew he'd ask that.
I want to be on Alex's team. I gotta try. I want to be on Alex.
Just start by thanking Kaboom for what they've done and what they do with the parks all over the United States and all over the world.
So the big picture on this is by the end of the day, where we're standing right now, there will be a park that's going to be erected, and it will be the place that
everything that you can imagine is going to transform this site behind us right here.
I'd like to thank Chrysler.
So that's what we're out here to do today. We're out here to build a playground. We're out here to have fun.
2, 3. Lights will guide you home and ignite. Breathe out. Just breathe normal. It's just like being in a scuba mask underwater. Pretty neat, huh?
$625. It's starting to go up. $625. $625 once. $620.
When somebody in your family does die because of an accident on the fire department, that life still goes on and you can still make that difference. I wanted to finish my brother's career by becoming a firefighter. It's the only way for me to honor him. It took me a couple years to realize that life goes on, and it was because people like this helped that I could see that light at the end of the tunnel.
My name's Rob Devonczyk. I'm a firefighter paramedic, and I welcome you out to our second annual Firefighters Bachelor Auction.
Sold $975. What did you get?
I'll stop the world and melt with you. Stop the world. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time.